Here's what the studies have shown. The studies have shown that as pine straw breaks down, it loses its acidity. So it does not make the soil acidic. Today, we're here with some of our blueberries. As you can see, we still haven't had rain in a little while. It's pretty dry, but we're hoping to have rain soon, we hope. But what I wanted to show you today is what I put around all of my blueberries, my blackberries, pretty much anything that I have, I put this pine straw down. As you can see, it's a mixed pine straw, leaves. You might even have some sticks in there. There's some pine sticks. And so I wanted to show you this. We even have some grass. You can see where I cut the grass. And just blow it back over into the lane here. And all of this, I do all this, as you can see, it's really good. Ooh, that rooster's having trouble. But anyway, it's a really good mulch. For one, when it's in this form, when it's long pine needles like this, there is some acidity to it. So much so that, as you can see here, it kills everything under it. I mean, everything. Now, I read up on this several times. Even has some pine cones. I read up on this several times. Some people say you shouldn't use pine straw because of the acidity. It'll make your soil very acidic. Now, for blueberries, you want it to be acidic, but for everything else, maybe not. Blackberries, maybe a little. But here's what the studies have shown. The studies have shown that as pine straw breaks down, it loses its acidity. So it does not make the soil acidic. Let me show you what it looks like as it breaks down. Look at that. Beautiful. It's all the leaves, the pine straw, it's all breaking down. Again, it's dry right now. But as you can see, it makes beautiful soil. Now, let me show you down this road. Just cut the grass and it blew the pine straw back, and you can see how good it does at weedberry. Look at here. I missed one. I thought I cleaned up all my blackberries. I'll put that into the fire. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to come back and I'm going to apply pine straw. Now, which will be great because I'll get my edge back. I'll add more. What we have here has already started to break down. It'll continue to break down. And it'll continue to feed my blueberries. I got it under the blackberries here. It'll continue to feed them. I even put it under my muscadines. And I've put it around several trees. Now, even though I can get it for free, and I have a large supply, that they're still limited. I don't want to go buy this, and so I have to use it sparingly. Now, once you get a base like I have here, I won't have to add near as much to this. I just have to bring it back out to the edges, put some on top of what's there, and the worms love it. Look, I don't even mind. I have some limbs here. I don't even mind if those limbs get covered up, because we all know those limbs will break down over time and feed the plants. Anyway, that's how I use pine straw as my mulch. It's a great choice, especially if you can get it for free. And really, it's just a mixture. Like I said, pine straw. I got grass clippings. I have some leaves in there, sticks. It's great. Love it. Been using it for a long time now. And as you can see, even in this drought, those blueberries still look good. And when I say drought, I mean we have some things that are suffering. Everything that does not have mulch is having a hard time. And you saw when I pulled that back, it's dry. So, all right, that's the pine straw mulch. I would suggest it, especially if you can get a large amount for free.